There are some who are made to be seen, and some who are made to be heard. Among the few who are made to do both, there will always be only one Phyllis Diller.
Either you're recognized or you aren't. And now when I want to shop or do something incognito and I'm wearing a wonderful disguise, I dare not speak. Don't even think about laugh. Don't even say a word. Or they go, huh? You know. So my voice print is pretty special.
Do you have to, tell me about when you dress incognito. What do you get into?
I go as a nun.
Consistently?
Well, that's one of my disguises. This depends on where I want to go. If I want to shop at Kmart, I dress like Kmart people do.
And how's that?
Lousy.
Comedy today internationally is booming, yet you still stand acclaimed as the world's only female comic of international stature.
That's probably true, but I think Joan Rivers is now known in other countries. You see, we throw that word international in because I have for many years been very well known in Australia because I've done 14 trips and tours there, plus Canada, always, and wherever English, and London, England, and Ireland, wherever English is spoken, I have been known for years, happily. It's nice to be known as that. For 10 years, I had the whole thing all to myself. I was the only female stand-up. And then along came Joan Rivers. And now there's about 200 girl comics.
She is a whirlwind and a woman of many parts. The ageless wonder Phyllis Diller spends 6 months or more a year starring in her hour-long one-woman show, most of them one-night stands. She's an author of 4 best-selling books for Doubleday, a piano soloist for charities, a familiar face on talk shows, a gifted painter, and creator of her own line of skincare products and homemade chili. And her inspiration for all this?
Oh, activity. Now that may sound empty, but you know, when people are put away in the nut house, first thing that they notice that they're getting better is when they have activity. The first thing they do is give them something to do, you know. I've known little old ladies who've knit a white line for a highway in the nut house. The main thing is activity, even if it doesn't get them any place.
You've been performing since 1955. Phyllis, how has comedy changed for the better, for the worse, or hasn't it changed all that significantly over the years?
Big change, and it's for the better and the worse. The better is that it's a lot looser and the rules aren't so stringent, but the bad part is that some people have abused that privilege and gotten really sloppy dirty with the use of 4-letter words, and so then it's a kind of a cop-out. They don't really have any material, and of course they all abuse the privilege of using real truck driver words. You know, I've hit a few trucks. I know what they say. Oh, God, it's been one of those years. My fan club broke up. The guy died. I've been in town several hours. I already had 2 obscene phone calls. Collect. I carried a big load of low self-esteem, and I've thrown all that off. Not all of it, but I think most people they don't really think enough of themselves. You have to fight for that all your life, I think. And a new face surely helped me. Now I don't have to come out just on Halloween.
You're the brunt of your own jokes.
Of course, that's the best way.
Are there negative consequences that you've found with that, or isn't there?
No, it's the best way to be accepted. You have to fight for acceptance because, all right, let me explain. Especially, here's what happens with women comics. Comedy is an aggressive, hostile act, and that is not acceptable in a woman. Think about the Madonna thing, the motherhood, the nurturing role, the wife. Okay, now a woman steps out of the Madonna role. She's standing up in front of you, naked as a jaybird, ego hanging out, telling you, I'm gonna make you laugh. Right away, it's hostile, it's aggressive, and you have to get around that. So telling them that you're not perfect and laughing about it is a fine way to be accepted. Then you can go on with the other stuff. First, you got to attack yourself. Otherwise, they might not know you're kidding.
What makes Phyllis Diller, the performer, unique?
Unique? Unique. Well, I write my own material, which, of course, that isn't that unique. Most comics do. I invented a woman talking about domesticity, which now Roseanne Barr is cashing in on. She's already got her first 50 million. And of course, I started that 30 years ago, 35 years ago. And unique. I guess it's because I'm now old. I lead the pack in age. Ha ha ha. They can't catch up to that.